I had these different thoughts just ruminating, and I'm like, I can distract myself with another YouTube video while I take this drive, or I could write it down, but I can't because I'm writing. I'm driving right now, so I can't. But I mean, I could do it once I get in the house. But I'm also a little fatigued, so I'm like, how realistic is it that you're gonna go in the house and journal or write down the thoughts that you're trying to process right now? Which I should, regardless, but I'm a little fatigued, so I'm already knowing like I'm probably going to. Today is not a workout day, so I'm going to go in the crib, pack my lunch, make sure everything is ready for tomorrow, and then I'm going to relax until I gotta prepare myself for bed. So I was like, let me just make a video. And this is a live, but of course it'll be saved. So whenever you see it, if you see it, thanks for tuning in. For whatever reason you're here and you need to hear this message, or you just need to hear me process my thoughts. But something that I was thinking about was just how what sparked the ending thoughts that I was having before I said, let me make a video, was me just going through past experiences as well as some current experiences where I realized that nothing goes well for the people who think that they're getting over on me. And you could be somebody who has experienced that as well, or you come to realize that, like, it's going around like, oh, my ancestors don't play about me, my ancestors don't play about me. Before I really got into ancestor veneration, and before I really knew that there were actual, oh my gosh, I found myself getting emotional. What the heck? Okay. Before I knew that spiritually, I had a whole team looking out for me, protecting me, covering me, guiding me. I used to worry myself so much about who was going to cross me because it had been done. I had experiences like that happening to me since I was younger. And I know people are probably like, well, you was a kid. Why is somebody trying to get over on you? But people do try to get over on children, for their own selfish reasons. But it didn't stop as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's something small or something big, I used to take it to heart because I thought it was like a personal thing, especially me knowing me being someone, even since a little kid, who just wanted everybody to be good. I wanted everybody to be happy and to have all their wants and needs and desires to be met as well as mine. But what I learned as a kid, or what I was conditioned to pick up as a survival tactic as a kid, was that, okay, if everybody around you is comfortable and they have what they need, maybe you'll get a little bit more attention, or maybe you won't be seen as uh, an unnecessary attachment to them that they have to worry about and care for and consider. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you could figure out a way to be a part of the answer and not the problem, then you too can experience, peace, and you'll be able to breathe and you'll feel safe and secure as a child, right? I shouldn't have to worry about these things as a child. And a lot of it was subconsciously, right? And I know there's so many people who have that experience, but that was my experience, you know. And I'm processing these thoughts and I'm thinking these things. And because I was someone who wanted the best for everybody, I just always expected the best back. I expected the best back, and I expected to be overly appreciated. Um, like I said, for being a part of the answer, answering everybody's questions, and not like actual questions, but being the being the key to everyone else's peace and for what everybody else wanted and desired and needed. If I could be a part of what was going to make everybody happy, then in turn, I would get what I needed, right? But I'm a kid. I don't know anything. I'm just thinking I got this bright idea. You know, like I said, it's for a lot of people, unfortunately, it's what's bred out of, it's that type of thinking and that way of being that is bred from survival mode. You're just trying to survive. You just want to be loved. You just want to be cared for. You just want to feel like you're worthy, right? So you play all these mental gymnastics. And I was very observant, even as a kid. And because, like I said, I wanted the best for everybody, I just expected that in return. And I didn't really learn my lesson until, you know, in the most recent years. Like, I want to say, like, over the last decade. And it's taken a lot of different experiences and dealing with different people, but who all carry some of the same energy because they saw something and felt something in me that says, you know what, I can get what I need and want from this person. And hold up, is that what's that? That's for the taking. And when I say that, they wanted whatever they saw on me that they wanted, that they thought they could have, whether it was my heart, my body, my finances, my material things, you know, my material possessions, my time, my um, physical energy, my mental, you know, emotional, my empathetic nature, whatever they were in need of, and I was willing to give because I was always willing to give, right? Because I wanted to feel worthy. And over time, a lot of that energy just became a part of my true nature. Like, I've always been an empathetic person. I've always been someone who could feel. I just went off the deep end because I was also, you know, that child who wanted peace and wanted to be a part of the peace so that I could receive what I felt like I was missing. It's like, if these people have everything that they need, now they can focus on me. You know, if I can take something off somebody's plate, now they can focus on me and I can get what I need, right? And I took that into my teenage years and my adult years until it consistently happened. And not only was I consistently trying to fill the void and trying to gain my worthiness from outside sources, but in the meantime, in between time, while I've given so much of myself, you know, the Most High is protecting me. The Most High, this energy is coming from the Most High. Everything about me belongs to the Most High. So I'm constantly being replenished, but the way I was just giving it out, like free lunches, doing this, like I'm just giving it out, like flyers. You know, them people that be standing outside just passing out flyers. And they'll give it to anybody who takes it. They're not even asking you. They're just like walking. Are you going to take this pizza flyer? Are you gonna take this new restaurant flyer? Or are you gonna take this flyer for this show that's coming up? Like, they're just doing this motion, and if you take it, you look at it, all right, whatever. Like, that's how I was passing out parts of every part of me, basically, because I needed to feel whole. I needed to feel worthy. I needed to feel wanted. I needed to feel like I mattered, right? I needed to make sense of my existence, because since a kid it was like I had questions, And all while I'm doing this, some people are getting everything, but would still have the audacity to take everything from me and make me feel like I wasn't worth anything. They would take everything from me and make me feel like I didn't do anything. I didn't make a difference in their life. I was still a bother. I wasn't a help. I was a part of the problem. And I would take it personally, because it's like, damn, I'm still a part of the problem. I done gave up every resource that I had. You know? I done gave up all of me and I'm still a part of the problem. Like nothing I've done or given or that I was good enough. Like, wow. And that just takes you back to, that childhood memory of feeling unworthy, of feeling like you can't do anything right until you do something wrong, and now all the attention is, oh, you get all of that attention when you do something wrong, or when you do something that somebody doesn't agree with or doesn't benefit them, you get all the attention. Now you're being told why you're worthless and why things never work out and why you're not receiving what you want because you didn't do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, damn, okay, maybe I did mess up right there, but you mean to tell me like that one thing, or because you're not happy, or because I didn't give you what you want, I'm not worthy of all this other stuff that I need? Like, okay, whatever. So you have these people telling you, what you're not doing, or they're expressing that they're upset with you, or you're not really adding to their life while you're giving everything. And not only are they expressing that you're not worthy, they're still taking. They have not stopped taking from you. They have not stopped taking from you. They're still taking. And not only are they still taking what you're giving, they're trying to find covert ways to take other parts of you that you're not giving, that you haven't given up. Or they're trying to see how they can, like, freaking, I'm trying not to curse, they're trying to figure out how they can just consume all of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how they can consume, or basically how they can get to the plug of your resources. They want to deplete you, and then they need the plug for your resources. Like I said, I belong to the Most High, so everything that I've been given and everything that I was gifted with, and the resources that I had, and the people that were willing to help me, which allowed me to help other people, was because of the Most High, Mother and Father. But I didn't know that that type of calling and that energy was placed upon my life. I just thought, luck and being at the right place at the right time, and I would just be grateful that, damn, these people are helping me and I can help my family, or these people are helping me and I can take it back to my friends, or I'm receiving some info over here and I can go bring it to my partner because I know he's trying to do A, B, and C, and I'm trying to be the connector, and, just trying to connect everybody and, again, fulfill everybody else's wants and needs, so that possibly, if you think you could spare, whatever you got extra, it could be given to me. And I could feel like, damn, that was worth it, Even when it didn't feel worth it, I still found a way to give more of myself, more of myself. The more I was made to feel like I wasn't worthy, the more of myself I gave, because I was chased. It's kind of like a drug addict in a way, I guess, where you're trying to chase that first hit. It's kind of like when you first meet people, everything's all fine and good, until you're not worthy to them anymore. Or until they see that you're just giving it out, and it's like, well, damn, like, it's a little too easy. I don't want this. Or they just, they're getting a supply from somebody else, so you're not needed anymore. But you're constantly chasing. The more I was denied, the more I chased. parents, with friends, with partners, with academics. Well, my academics wasn't really an issue, you know. That was something that couldn't be taken away from me. You know, I was just I was just good in school. But even with my accolades and the things that I achieved, I never really sat down to celebrate. I would be happy for a little bit, but somebody or something will always come along and remind me that you need to do more. You need to be more. You need to, huh? What? Like, you can't rest on that. You need to do more. Whole time, these people aren't doing even half of what I've done. One, and two, they benefit by me doing more and not stopping and resting. Me not stopping and realizing, like, wait a minute, like, I'm putting in all this work for what? Like, I'm not even getting a quarter of what I want. I'm being yoked, like I'm getting what I want or like what I need and what I desire is around the corner. If I just give this one last thing, or if I work a little harder, if I do a little more, if I give a little more hair, you know, if I put a little bit more change in your pocket, or I do this one last thing for you, like, it's gonna be golden. I'm gonna get what I need, and life is gonna be good, peaches and cream. It never happened. And even if I did get to experience it, it would be short lived because one, they didn't really want to. Two, they were just doing enough, you know, to get what they needed out of me, like I said, until they decided to move on, or until they got me in a place of forever wanting and waiting to where they could just string me along. And I just remained in a place of, again, forever wanting, being blind, you know, not thinking that the very people that I was helping out or that I was given to would try to do wrong to me, everything, you know? And on a highway, so the connection keeps going out. Hopefully this goes through, because I think I'm gonna post this one. I tried to record twice, and for whatever reason, and this has happened before, like I'll start recording and second guess myself because I don't really have a specific topic I want to touch on, or me, I start talking and I go from one thing to the next, and you'll probably hear it in this, but again, this is meant to be for who it's meant to be for. I don't want it to be too long. It's already about to be 20 minutes long, but fuck it, we ball, right? So yeah, people was doing some snaky stuff in front of my face, and it wasn't until I woke up that I woke up, got like, and I realized, and I cut them off, or you know, I just got out of the way, right? Got them out of my way, got out of the way, whatever. And somebody did something recently. The reason why I say this is because somebody did something recently. And it's like they were smiling in my face and, yeah, Jaleesa, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. Around me for real, for real. I've learned my lesson. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I've picked up on a lot, and I've just realized, like, damn, the world, this, yo, rude awakening. Okay, and I've had a couple of them. Like, you are really special because of the type of heart, the type of like the posture that the Most High anointed your heart to sit up. Like, the way that the Most High has postured your heart is not something to be taken lightly. And I used to be like, dang, like, you know, if I could do it, you could do it. If I'm like this, you could be like this too. Like, sit up on your high, you to be too much into yourself. And I get it. Like, you gotta, there's a fine line. You gotta have balance, right? Balance is important because one, realize who you are. Some people do go off the deep end and be like, I'm the shit. Like, hey, all these people that played in my fucking face, I'm about to shit on oil. That's like people who finally make it, you know, when people have judged them or doubted them or whatever. Like, They be like, man, fuck all y'all. Like, I'm ready to stunt on y'all bitch asses. But you can't blame them. You don't know their story. But for the people that was around and for the people who doubted them, oh, they know what's up. You know, but from the outside looking in, you'll be like, damn, they cocky as hell, or they so egotistical, or, you know, they're so full of themselves. But again, you don't know what they've been through. It was a lot of times where I should have and could have popped my shit way more, and I did not, because I wanted to be humble and I wanted to, you know, not be too much, or again, trying to people please. I didn't want to seem like I thought that I was above people. Nowadays, that's just something like that. That's just out the window. Like, I'm very down to earth. Like, duh, I'm here with you. Like, what Uzi said, this is my first day here. Oh, no. Like, no, I'm here with y'all. I'm here with you. I'm down to earth. I'm here. But never would I ever doubt my greatness again. Never would I ever doubt, again, the heart posture that was gifted to me by the Most High Mother and Father. Never would I doubt the protection over my life, because when I say so many people have tried to get over on me, but the main thing I wanted to say about that is that you can be irritated, you can be sad, you can be disheartened that people were trying to get over on you when you know all you've done was try to help and do your best. Just know, and you'll probably realize and start to see. One, first of all, don't doubt your intuition. Like, I used to be so green to a lot of things, and some things I used to ignore. But once I really started to pay more attention and pick up on things, I'm like, okay, let me stop doubting this shit. Like, it just is what it is. You have to accept that this is how this realm works. People, you've been free them, to help them. They don't care about that. They just see you for the taking, because you ain't like everybody else, you know? And something else is the fact that they never get away with it. Like, when people think that they're getting away with doing other people dirty, when people think that they're getting away with trying to bring harm to other people and cause someone's demise to happen, like, you think you're getting away with it. I'm here to tell you, you're not. So whether you're someone who has been consistently done wrong, or you're the person doing the harm, like, this message works both ways. You're never going to get away with it. They're never going to get away with it. I used to be the type of person, when people do me wrong, like, after a while, now I need to see the proof that shit not going your way because you try to get over on me. I needed to see, I wanted to witness people's downfall after playing in my face. But what I started to do, and what I was kind of forced to do, if I'm being honest, was step my intuition up. I always had it. It was always there, like I said, but I used to try to ignore it because I used to want to reason with people and give people the benefit of the doubt, and just, I didn't want to believe that some individuals, at the magnitude that I was experiencing it, like, so all y'all want to, like, all y'all like this, like, damn, why do I keep running into, now, the people that you're blood related to, you can't help, but a lot of the times, those are the relationships that prepare us to step out into the world. So if I'm already experiencing this on a familial level, when I step out into the world, oh, they see me coming. So I was bound to attract these people. Again, I didn't know, you know. It's my first day here. I don't know, like, I'm not from here. For real, for real. Those that get it. Like, I'm not from here. I don't know. But yeah, I used to want to see people's demise. Oh, you trying to get over on me? Once the light bulb went off, once shit started clicking, I'm like, now I'm super offended. Now I'm tight. I just left New York this weekend, so yeah. I'm tight. The fuck? Like, you bugging. You trying to get on me? On what? When you could have had whatever you wanted, you can have whatever you like. Shit, not nowadays. Talking about being tight, I'm tight now. And not in a negative way. Like, not like, I'm not vexed. I'm tight with myself. I'm tight with my energy. Yesterday's access is not today's access. But anyway, like, I used to want to see people's demise. You know, I needed to witness them going through hardship for playing with me. If God is really real, if my ancestors really don't play about me, I needed to see the proof. But you know what? God said that ain't for you. That ain't for you. That's too much like you bickering back and forth with your sibling, and then y'all go back to playing again like ain't nothing happened. Then y'all bicker again, y'all playing again, y'all bicker again. But all under that, you really love them, but if they made you mad for the day, you want to see them get their ass whipped. Because they done took your stuff, wore something of yours, or just made you mad or whatever. But it's like, damn, that's still my sibling. So do I really want to see, them get, I shouldn't feel good about them getting their ass whipped, right? But me knowing myself, I was the type of person that if my siblings was getting their ass whipped, I would feel it. Like, I was that empathetic. I'm going to start crying for them. Like, please stop running and just get the licks over it. Please. You're killing both of us. Like, I'm about to take this ass whooping for you because you playing right now. And you about to give me a heart attack. My heart is hurting for you. Please don't get in trouble because I don't want to see you be beat. Okay, I was just talking shit earlier. I'm sorry that I told on you for doing something to me. It was the same thing with people like, damn, I feel bad for you for fucking me over. Because I know that, again, now I know my ancestors don't play about me. Most High Mother and Father don't play about me. And I also don't need to see it because I know my heart posture. I know I wanted the best for everyone. So do I really want to put myself through the anxiety and the pain of seeing somebody else who I once cared about fall? Do I really need to see that? What is it going to do for me? In the moment, I might feel like, oh yeah, that's what you get. But honestly, like, what is it doing for me? Do I really want to see that? No. So the Most High hasn't really, in most instances, now in some, I did get to witness people, downfall. And it's like, damn, I ain't gonna comment on it, That might not even be for me. That might be somebody else, ancestors stepping in. My shit probably ain't even rolling around yet. Like, and that's fucked up because you gonna have it coming back to back to back. Just like I was taking them L's back to back to back, and then you came along and thought you was gonna put the cherry on top and finish me. Finish her. Niggas was trying to take me out. Okay? Like, they wanted me to be done over finito. Men, women, children. When I say niggas, I don't mean just dudes. Like, it was a mixture. Young, old, black, white, indifferent. Like, what? But seriously, though, like, I used to want to see people's demise until, I learned, like, no, you don't. That ain't for you to see. That's not for you to witness. Just trust me. Because while I'm taking care of things over here, you need to focus on picking up the pieces. You need to focus on being resilient and pushing forward. I didn't just give you resilience. You know what's crazy? I'm going to try to end this real quick because I'm ending my day. But somebody who did me wrong, and I had to walk away from them. I made the decision, to walk away and stop allowing them to play in my face. One time they told me when we were still cool, one thing. I used to ask people all the time, like, what do you see in me? that you admire? What are some things, that you might witness in my life that I, maybe don't see or whatever? And we will always have like these reflection talks as friends. And he told me, and this was a friend, this wasn't someone who I was sexually involved with or anything like that. He told me, he was like, your resilience is impeccable. I love how resilient you are. And at the time I took it like, like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I am resilient. But God wanted me to learn that I wasn't made to be resilient to continue to be played with. Like, God wasn't going to keep, gifting me with a resilient soul and spirit just to keep allowing motherfuckers to play with me. That's not what I was gifted that for, you know? And I had to prove that with not allowing that person to play in my face anymore. And after some years, and I finally, you know, severed that attachment, I got mad. I'm like, damn, this person loved my resiliency because they were one of the people that benefited from me overcoming the bullshit that they would bring my way. And time would pass, and I would forgive, and I would forget, and well, maybe not necessarily forget, but I would pretend like I forgot, you know, just for the sake of the relationship and to keep that attachment, not knowing whole time I did not need that. I didn't need it. And although the Most High Mother and Father was always going to be there, I had to learn, like, I can't just be out here casting my pearls before swine. And I've said that multiple times on my social media. And it's like the only people that feel some type of way about it, again, is the people that try to get over, who don't benefit from me knowing my worth. And it's like, damn, I've always been protected because I've gotten so many chances. And I've been nudged so many times to let people go. But I'm here now. And hopefully you are too. I feel like if you're watching this, then for sure, you're where you need to be and you've learned your lesson. And if this was the wake up call, I'm glad to be here to be able to share it and give in this way. I'd rather give in this way than give like I was giving before. But I just wanted to say that I'll probably be on here again. No, I kind of like this. Um, but yeah, don't continue casting your pearls before swine. Get up on that high horse, okay? When people say "fuck you" and the horse you rode in on, you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I don't think the Most High gonna appreciate you talking about me and my horse. Most High sent me. I don't think the Most High appreciate you talking about me and the horse that was sent to help y'all raggedy asses. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, get up on that high horse. As long as you're not doing harm to other people, get up on that high horse. Beat your chest. Let your light shine. Be all that you were made to be with no harm to none, but most importantly, no harm to yourself. Don't play yourself. And know that you are protected. You are protected, but don't just be out here, you know, wielding your energy all willy nilly on people who don't deserve it. That's what I will say. But I will catch you all later. I just want to say, all those who wander aren't lost. You just, at some point, you just need a little redirection, but you're not lost. You'll find your way eventually.